We just started the new section wherein Lord Vamana's pastimes will be presented. Hearing that how Bali Maharaj was asked by Lord Vamana in begging 3 pieces of land. As a result of that, he took the entire universe and gave it to Indra. So Parishit Maharaj asked, please, can you tell me in detail why and how the Lord is Lakshmipati, why he took the form of a beggar and begged from Bali Maharaj. So then there was a discussion about how Bali was saved by Shukracharya, how Bali became obedient to Shukracharya, and Bali had a desire to defeat Indra. Shukracharya and his disciples conducted a wonderful Vishwaji Yajna in which he obtained a chariot with wonderful flag, the beautiful horses, bow, inexhaustible quivers, kavach. Prahlad Maharaj gave unfading garland. Shukracharya gave a conch shell with which he just went to Swarga. Just by looking at him, Indra understood no one can stand in front of this person. He went and asked Brahaspati what is the reason. He said, because he served the Brahmanas so much, the Brahmanas are very much pleased, and by Brahmanas' potency, Bali is appearing so powerful, unconquerable. So no one can defeat him. Only when the Brahmanas become displeased with him, there is a possibility that Bali will be defeated, otherwise not. So Indra flew away. Bali sat on the throne of Indra to make his position secure. Because anybody want to continue as Indra should perform 100 Ashwamedha Yajnas. So the Brahmana descendants of Shukracharya began to perform 100 Ashwamedha Yajnas. By the way, 99 are complete, 100th one is going on. By this time, in the meantime, Kashyapa Prajapati, Kashyapa Muni was performing tapasya. He just came the house of Aditi, wherein Aditi was so dejected. Kashyapa was enquiring her, is there any reason that you did not receive the guest properly? Is some calamity is happening to the universe, something like that. She said, no, I'm doing all the duties properly, everything is fine. But my sons are thrown out of their places and they have been wandering, shelterless, foodless, clothless. So you are the father of all the childrens, Asuras and the Asuras. You please do the needful. It is you who appointed my sons as the Devatas, and it is your responsibility to make sure that they will continue as Devatas. Then initially thought, what is this? Even personality like Aditi also exhibiting familial affection. So this is Lord's Maya, whatever it is. But he said, I cannot do much. It is beyond my ability. Only the Supreme Lord can do. Ultimately, the Supreme Lord is the master of each and everyone, including you. I am not the real master. I'm your master only in namesake. So then she said, how can I serve Lord Vishnu by which I can please Lord Vishnu quickly? Then Kashyapa was said that even at the beginning, when our father and grandfather Brahmaji gave us instruction to get married and procreate children, we asked how to do it in a bona fide way. Then Brahmaji told us, you all follow Payovrata. Payovrata will award the fulfillment of. So you also perform Payovrata. That too in the month of Falguna Shukla Paksha, the first 12 days, starting with the previous Amavasya day. Find out the mud which was walked by a wild boar, on which the hoof prints of wild boar are there. So take that mud, take water in the river and purify yourself, and next day onwards you worship the deity, offer milk sweets, and then Mahaprasad offer to Brahmanas, and with their permission, only accept that milk sweet, the rice sweet made with milk. That's all. That's why it is called Payovrata, nothing else. So like that one should perform for 12 days. And on the 13th day, worship your husband. With all their permission, you can honor full prasadam on the 13th day. So like that, he was telling about this vrata, and that is where we are there. And there are so many other rules and regulations to be followed during this vrata that will be presented now, starting from text number 44 onwards till the end of the chapter. So now let us see. So the main rules were mentioned till now. The additional rules will be discussed now.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Mataji, 1 second, just 1 second. Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, I just wanted to ask you, in this
Hmm.
vrat, it is mentioned that you should take the um, mud from the footprints of a wild boar.
Hmm.
So why wild boar, Prabhuji? Is it because Varahadev or something? Or
Yes, yes, yes.
okay,
Because it is considered to be auspicious.
Hare Krishna.
That kind of mud which was dug by wild boar considered to be little auspicious. That's why it is to be taken.
Okay, okay,
Hmm.
okay.
That's all.
Thank you.
Otherwise, nothing special.
Thank you.
Yeah. भुञ्जीत तैरनुज्ञातः
Bhunjit tair anujnatah
शेष्टाशेषं सभाजितैः
seshtah sesham sabhajitai
ब्रह्मचारी अत अतत अत ब्रह्मचारी अततद्रात्र्याम्
brahmachari athatadratryam
स्वभूते प्रथमे हनि
shvobhute prathame hani
स्नातः शुचिर्यतोक्तेन
natah shuchir yathoktena
विधिना सुसमाहितः
vidhina susamahitah
पयसा स्नापयित्वार्चेत्
payasa snapitvarched
यावद्व्रतसमापनम्
yavad vrata samapanam. One should perfectly honor the respectable brahmanas one has fed, and then, after taking their permission, one should take prasad with his friends and relatives. For that night, one should observe strict celibacy, and the next morning, after bathing again, With purity and attention, one should bathe the deity of Vishnu with milk and worship him according to the methods formerly stated in detail.
Hmm. So further details are mentioned here. With a friend, one should take the remnants with the permission of the Brahmanas who have been honored, observing celibacy at night. After bathing again the next morning, with purity and attention, one should bathe the Lord with milk and worship him according to the methods mentioned in the first day of the vow. So whatever deity worship procedure has been mentioned previously, the same procedure should be followed every day. So in that way. After worshipping the Brahmanas with garlands and betel nut with their permission, one should uh, eat along with one's friends. So bhungte means in the morning. So after eating morning worship, that whatever bhoga has been offered, that should be offered to the Brahmanas, and then eat. Don't eat alone. Eat with close friends who are well wishers. So in that way. This is the way we did last time. So now we'll continue from 46 onwards. Payovaksho vratam ide.
Payobhaksho vratam idam.
Okay. चरेद् विष्णु चरेद् विष्णुर्चनादृतः
Chared Vishnavarchanadritaha.
पूर्ववज्जुहुयाद् अग्निम्
Purvavajuhyad Agnim.
ब्राह्मणांश्चापि भोजयेत्.
Brahmanams chapi bhojayet. Worshipping Lord Vishnu with great faith and devotion, and living only by drinking milk, one should follow this vow. One should also offer oblations to the fire and feed the Brahmanas as mentioned above.
Worshipping Lord Vishnu with great faith and living only by drinking milk, one should follow this vow. One should also offer oblations to the fire and feed the Brahmanas as mentioned before. So I only accept milk or sweet rice made with milk. Nothing more than that one should be accepting during these 12 days. That's why it is called Payovrata. Evam tu ahar aha kuryad.
Evam tva arahat kuryad
Dvadashaham payovratam.
Vadishaham payovratam
Harer aradhanam homam.
Hared aradhanam homam
Archanam dvijatarpanam.
ar arhanam dvijatarpanam. In this way, until 12 days have passed, one should observe this Payovrat, worshipping the Lord every day, executing the routine duties, performing sacrifices, and feeding the Brahmanas.
The same way, subsisting on the milk or milk preparation. Every day, morning, one should take bath, worship the deity, offer milk, sweet rice, and feed the brahmanas and accept the remnants. This is the process to be followed for 12 days. When to start and when to end, that is mentioned now. Pratipadinam arabhya
प्रतिपद्दिनम् आरभ्य
yava shukla trayodashim
यावत् शुक्लत्रयोदशीं
brahmacharyam ada swapnam
ब्रह्मचर्यम् अधा स्वप्नं
स्नानं त्रिसवनं चरेत्.
स्नानं त्रिशवनं चरेत्. From Pratipat until the 13th day of the next bright moon, that is Shukla Trayodashi, one should observe complete celibacy, sleep on the floor, bathe 3 times a day, and thus execute the vow.
So from Pratipad to Dwadashi, the 12 days Vrata is there. Even on 13th day also one should do the same thing. That will be like closing day. 13th day is closing day ceremony. Last week you remember we were discussing on the 13th day. So 13th that will be. So that was the time. The month of Palguna Shukla Paksha. So every day one should sleep on the floor, bathe 3 times, and follow the vow as mentioned. Varjaye dasatalapam
असदा आलापम्
bhogan uchavachamstata
भोगान् उच्चावशांसि तथा
ahimshra sarvabhutanam
अहिंसा सर्वभूतानां
vasudeva paraya.
वासुदेवपरायणा. During this period, one should not unnecessarily talk of material subjects or topics of sense gratification. One should be completely free from envy of all living entities, and one should be a pure and simple devotee of Lord Vasudeva.
So here he says, during this period, those 13 days, surrender to the Lord. One should one should avoid the talk of material subjects and sense gratification, and one should be free of violence to all living entities. Aimshra sarvabhutanam vasudeva parayana and asad alapam bhogan uchavashamstata. So basically, one should keep quiet, just meditate on the Lord, hear or chant Lord's glories, Lord's holy names, no prajalpa, and not eating too much. Eat only whatever is recommended, and no harming other living entities, and like that. So, त्रयोदश्यामतो विष्णु
त्रयोदश्याम् अथो विष्णु
स्नपनं पञ्चकैर्विभो
स्नपनं पञ्चकैर्विभो
कारयेच्चास्त्रदृष्टेन
कारयेत् शास्त्रदृष्टेन न
विधिना विधिकोविदै.
videna vidhiko vidai. Thereafter, following the directions of the Shastra, with help from Brahmanas who know the Shastra, on the 13th day of the moon, one should bathe Lord Vishnu with 5 substances: milk, yogurt, ghee, sugar, and honey.
So on the 13th day, one should perform Panchamruta Abhisheka onto the deity of Lord Vishnu. Then, after performing Panchamruta Abhisheka, there will be deity dressing, Arati, Bhoga offering. So all that. 13th day is like closing ceremony. That day, it will be like elaborate worship. And also, the previous days, all 12 days, only the sweet rice was offered. I suppose 13th day, all complete Bhoga should be offered, I suppose. Let's see. पूजां च महतीं कुर्याद्
पूजां च महितिं कुर्यात्
वित्तसात्या विवर्जितै
वित्तसाध्या विवर्जितः
तरुं निरूप्य पयसि
चरुं निरूपया पयसे
शिपिविष्टाय विष्णवे
शिपिविष्टाय विष्णवे
सूक्तेन तेन पुरुषं
सुक्तेन तेन पुरुषं
यजेता सुसमाहितः
यजेता सुषुमाहितः
नैवेद्यं चाति गुणवद्
नैवेद्यं चातिगुणवाद्
दद्यात् पुरुषतुष्टिदम्.
दद्यात् पुरुषतुष्टिदम्. 51. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Giving up the miserable habit of not spending money, one should arrange for the gorgeous worship of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, who is situated in the heart of every living entity. With great attention, one must prepare an oblation of grains boiled in ghee and milk, and must chant the Purusha Sukta mantra, The offering of the food should be of varieties of taste. In this way, one should worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna.
So 13th day, it should be little elaborate worship. So in that point of view, Prabhupada is saying like that. Giving up miserly habits, one should perform grand worship of the Lord on 13th day with great attention, preparing grains boiled in milk for Lord Vishnu, Antaryami of all the Jivas, chanting the Purusha Sukta mantra. One should worship the Lord. One should give food with varieties of taste for the satisfaction of the Lord. So this is, one should give food with varieties of taste for the satisfaction of the Lord. Like every day, sweet rice should be there, and also other types of bhoga should be prepared on this particular day. And it seems later on we'll see, on this particular day, one should call more brahmanas. The previous 12 days, at least two brahmanas, two or three brahmanas should be called for. But on this day, more should be called for. So, because this is a grand festival, closing ceremony. So, in that way. Acharyam jnana sampannam
आचार्यं ज्ञानसम्पन्नं
वस्त्राभरणधेनुभिः
वस्त्राभरणधेनुभिः
तोषयेदृद्विजश्चैव
तोषयेद्
तद्विद्धि आराधनं हरे.
तद्विद्धि आराधनं हरे. One should satisfy the spiritual master, Acharya, who is very learned in Vedic literature, and should satisfy his assistant priests, known as Hota, Udgata, Advaryu, and Brahma. One should please them by offering them clothing, ornaments, and cows. This is the ceremony called Vishnu Aradhana or worship of Lord Vishnu.
One should satisfy the Acharya who is endowed with knowledge and the priests by offering them clothing, ornaments, and cows. Understand this worship of the understand this is the worship of the Lord. So basically, on this particular day, Acharya should be called for and Acharya should be worshipped. Whomsoever they one considers as one's guru, so he also should be called on this day and he should be worshipped properly. Also, other brahmanas should be worshipped properly. They should be given charity, clothing, ornaments, and cows. So in those days, everyone used to have a lot of cows. So they would give charity, the cows. And being brahmana, they would also get cows in charity. So it was like a usual procedure. So nowadays we don't have cows. So whatever we have that can be given in charity, clothing, ornaments, and grains or something like that. भोजयेतान् गुणवता
Pujiyeta tan gunvatat
सदनेन शुचिस्मिते
sadanena suchismite
अन्यांश्च ब्राह्मणान् शक्त्या
anyamascha brahmanan chaktya
ये च तत्र समागता.
yecha tatra samagata. Translation 1. O most auspicious lady, one should perform all the ceremonies under the direction of learned Acharya and should satisfy them and their priest by distributing prasada. One should also satisfy the Brahmanas and others who have assembled.
O woman with a smile, one should satisfy the brahmanas as far as possible and also other guests who are assembled by pure food with excellent qualities. So after giving them charity, the clothing, ornaments, and cow, and then they should be given prasada. Everyone should be fed prasada nicely. Dakshinam gurave dadyad
Dakshinam Gurave Dadyad
Rudvig Rudvig Vyascha yatarhata
Udvigbhyascha Yatharatha
Annadhyena swapakamscha
Anyadenascha pakamscha
Prinayet samupagatan.
Vinayet samupagatam. One should satisfy the spiritual master and assistant priest by giving them cloth, ornaments, cows, and also some monetary contribution. And by distributing prasad, one should satisfy everyone assembled, including even the lowest of men, the chandalas, eaters of dog flesh.
Hmm. One should give the guru and the priest donations, guru dakshina, something like that. And as far as possible, by distributing prasada, one should satisfy everyone assembled, including even the lowest of men. Prasad then. So first the guru and the brahmana should be fed, guru dakshina should be given. Then after seeing them off, other guests should be fed. All other different variety of guests, they all should be fed. That may include even chandala also. If the chandala also comes for food, be feeling hungry, they should be fed. So in that way. Bhuktavastu cha sarveshu
भुक्तवत्सु च सर्वेषु
deenanda krupanadishu
दीनान्धकृपणादिषु
ostat prinanam vidvan
विष्णोस्तत्प्रीणनं विद्वान्
bhunjita saha bandhubihi.
भुञ्जिता सह बन्धुभिः. One should distribute Vishnu Prasad to everyone, including the poor man, the blind man, the non devotee, and the non Brahmana. Knowing that Lord Vishnu is very pleased when everyone is sumptuously fed with Vishnu Prasad, the performer of Yajna should then take Prasad with his friends and relatives.
So after distributing food to everyone, including the poor, blind man, and suffering, knowing that Lord Vishnu is very pleased by this, one should then take prasada with friends and relatives. Here also, one point, like in the fourth canto Daksha episode, Mother Sati asks Lord Shiva, why you did not offer obeisance to my father? A small thing. Anyway, he's elder to you, you could have offered. Then everything would have been peaceful. Then Lord Shiva said that, you know, what do you mean by offering namaskar? Offering namaskar is not the namaskar to the person, but it is to the Paramatma. When we offer namaskar to someone, we are actually offering namaskar to the Paramatma who is seated in the heart of that person standing in front of us. Same way, when we feed someone, it is not the feeding the person, but feeding the Paramatma inside that person. So like that, it should be considered. So when the prasadam is fed to all the brahmanas and all other people, Paramatma in the heart of all such people is pleased. So that's how it is considered. Nrutyavaditra Gita Gitaischa
नृत्यवादित्रगीतैश्च
Stutibhi Swasti Vachakai
स्तुतिभिः स्वस्तिवाचकैः
Karayet Tatkatavischa
कारयेत्तत्कथाभिश्च
Pujam Pujam Bhagavatonvaham.
पूजां भगवतोन्महम्. Every day from Pratipat to Trayodashi, one should continue the ceremony to the accompaniment of dancing, singing, the beating of drums, the chanting of prayers, and all auspicious mantras, and recitation of Srimad Bhagavatam. In this way, one should worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Every day from Pratipad to Trayadashi, one should worship the Lord by dancing, singing, instrumental music, the chanting of the auspicious prayers, and recitation of the Lord's pastimes. So, morning deity worship is there. Maybe later part of the day, there should be bhajans, chanting, dancing, like the way we do in our temple. So, in that way, there should be some congregation of devotees, and then there should be some Satsang program, so that one can remain throughout the day Krishna conscious. So that could be the reason. Etat payovratam nama
Etat payovratam nama
purusharadhanam param
purusharadham param
पितामहेनाभिहितं
pitamahena vihitam
मया ते समुदाहृतम्.
maya te samudharatam. This is the religious ritualistic ceremony known as Payovrata, by which one may worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I received this information from Brahma, my grandfather, and now I have described it to you in all details.
Having received this Prayavrata, a form of worship of the Lord from Lord Brahma, my grandfather, I now have described it to you. I learned it from my grandfather Brahma and I am teaching you. You should follow same way. So in that way. Tvam chanena mahabhage
Tam chanena mahabhage
samyak chirnena keshavam
samyak chirnena keshavam
atmana shuddha bhavena
atmana shuddha bhavena
niyatatma bhajavyaham.
niyatatma bhajavyayam. O most fortunate lady, establishing your mind in the good spirit, execute this process of Payovrata and thus worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Keshava, who is inexhaustible.
O most fortunate lady, worship the unchanging Supreme Lord Keshava with pure, controlled mind, following all these rules. So that is very important. So one should be adhering to all the rules and regulations, because a small deviation will lead to completely deviating from the main vrata. So even little intention can lead to big inattention. So in that way, one should be always attentive and continuously focused on the vrata. So in this way, Kashyapa Muni instructed what is this vrata, how it should be performed, what are the certain rules and regulations to be followed, what are the things that one should be mindful of while practicing this vrata. He described everything, and now he is telling that you please follow this vrata in the month of Palguna. So she has to wait until Palguna comes and then she will follow. Ayam vai sarva yajnakya
Ayam vai sarva yajnakyam
sarva vratam iti smrutam
sarva vratam iti smrutam
tapasaram idam badre
tapasaram idam bhadre
danam cheshvara tarpanam.
danam cheshvara tarpanam. This Payovrat is also known as Sarva Yajna. In other words, by performing this sacrifice, one can perform all other sacrifices automatically. This is also acknowledged to be the best of all ritualistic ceremonies. O gentle lady, it is the essence of all austerities, and it is the process of giving charity and pleasing the Supreme Controller.
This Prayovrata is also known as all sacrifices and all vows. It is the essence of austerity, essence of charity, and it is the means to please the Supreme. So basically, this is the glories of this Vrata. This is the best, one of the best performs of worshipping the Lord. Like that, it is getting. It is called all sacrifices. This means that by performing this, all sacrifices are performed. If this vow is performed, all vows are performed. It is just 12 13 days Vrata only, but it is a great potent one. It is the essence of austerity, because by this austerity, all austerities are performed. Thus, it is the essence of all sacrifices, vows, and charities. This should be understood. because it satisfies the Lord. The word cha indicates that this is the sacrifice, vow, austerity, and charity which satisfy the Supreme Lord. So one may have so many yajna, dana, tapas, but if by performing this one Payovrata, all yajnas are accomplished, all tapasyas are accomplished, all vratas are accomplished, all charities are accomplished. So this is all inclusive vrata because there is direct worship of the Lord. So in that way. तयेवा नियमा साक्षात्
दैव नियमा साक्षात्
तयेवाचायतोत्तमः
दैवाचायमोत्तमा
तपोदानं व्रतं यज्ञो
तपोदानं व्रतं यज्ञो
येन येन तुष्यति अदोक्षजः.
येन दुष्यति अधोक्षजा. This is the best process for pleasing the transcendental supreme personality of Godhead, known as Adhokshaja. It is the best of all regulative principles, the best austerity, the best process of giving charity, and the best process of sacrifice.
So this vrata is the best yama and best niyama, best austerity, best charity, best vow, and best sacrifice. Because by this vrata, the Supreme Lord is pleased. So pleasing the Lord is key. If that is not done, then rest is useless. Like tapasvino, dana para, yashasvino, manasvino, mantravidha swamangala, kshemam na vindanti, vinaya darpanam. Tasmai subhadra, shravase, namo namah. So whatever we do, everything should be done for the pleasure of the Lord. Yat karoshi, yadashnashi, ajyosh, tadashi, tapas kauntaya, tatkurushva, madarpanam. So it should be offered to the Lord, whatever we do. So same way, I think first canto, second chapter, the varnashram duties also should be performed for the pleasure of the Lord. So everything is done. Varnashramata acharata pumsha purushena parappuman Vishnur aradyate panta na tattosha karanam or something like that. So whatever we do, that should be all the things are meant for pleasing Lord Vishnu. There is no other reason. So this is the one of the easiest way to please Lord Vishnu. So in that way is recommending this. अतः पुंबेर द्विजश्रेष्ठ वर्णाश्रम विभागश स्वानुष्ठितस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिर हरितोषणम. So whatever is being done, everything is done for the pleasure of Lord Hari, by which life is perfected. So here Lord Hari is directly pleased, easily pleased. So that way. Without pleasing the Lord, all things are useless. There are not other actions than these. The singular ena is used according to the rule. Napunsakam, anapunsakena. So basically, so that is some Sanskrit rule. But whatever it is, so yama niyama means the rules and regulations. So niyama is what is to be followed, yama is what is not to be followed. So this is the best vrata to be followed. And by following this vrata, one is not unnecessarily speaking, unnecessarily eating, unnecessarily sleeping, or unnecessarily doing anything else that should be avoided. So both are taken care in that sense. So therefore, one should follow this vrata if anybody want to please Lord Hari. So in that way is concluding now. Tasmadyetad vratam badre
तस्मादेतद् व्रतं भद्रे
prayata shraddaya chara
प्रयता श्रद्धयाचरा
Bhagavan paritushtatste
भगवान् परितुष्टस्ते
varan asu vidhasyati.
वरानासु विधास्यति. Therefore, my dear gentle lady, follow this ritualistic vow, strictly observing the regulative principles. By this process, the Supreme Person will very soon be pleased with you and will satisfy all your desires. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 8th canto, 16th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Executing the Payovrata Process of Worship.
So here is concluding. O excellent lady, O Bhadre, with purity, follow this vow faithfully. The Supreme Lord very soon be pleased with you and will satisfy all your desires. The key is this is the quick process to please the Lord. Quickest process, just 12 days vow, nothing more than that. Okay, it will for night and 13th day morning. So in total, we can say 13 days. That's all. So in that way, it is very good vrata. So this chapter is done. Any questions till now?
No, Prabhuji, thank you.
No, Prabhuji.
Okay.
No, Prabhu. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
So now let us see how Aditi followed this vrata. Then what are the result of following the vrata? That will be explained in the upcoming chapters. Now in the 17th chapter, Aditi performs the vow, sees Lord Vishnu and praises him. Lord Vishnu comforts her by saying that he will appear as her son. Brahma then praises the Lord in her womb. So she had a desire that her sons should be reinstated in their position. For that only she is performing the vow. So when Lord appears, she presents the plea in front of the Lord. Then Lord says, for me to bring back the positions of your sons, I need to appear as your son so that I can do it by becoming your son. So I will become your son and then do the needful. So the vrata is so potent, so wonderful. Lord becomes her son. So that is the greatness of this vrata. So even though desire is there, but still Lord agrees to become her son and she will be known as the mother of the Lord for the rest of eternity as a result of this vrata. Let us see. Sri Shuka Uvacha
Sri Shukavacha
Iti Bhukta Saditi Rajan
Iti Yukta Sadati Rajan
Swabhartra Kashyapena Vai
Swabhartan Kashyapenava
Anuatishta Duvratam Ide Pratamidam
Anumatishtam Vratemidam
Dvadashaham Atandrita.
Dvadashaham Matam Nitrita. Translation. Sukdev Goswami said, O king, after Aditi was thus advised by her husband, Kashyap Muni, she strictly followed his instructions without laziness and in this way performed the Payovrata ritualistic ceremony.
So Sukadeva Goswami narrating now. Till now, Kashyapa was speaking to Aditi. Now Sukadeva Goswami is speaking to Parishit Maharaj. O king, after Aditi was thus advised by her husband Kashyapa, she performed the Payovrata without laziness for 12 days. Chintayanti ekaya buddhya
चिन्तयन्ती एकया बुद्ध्या
महापुरुषमीश्वरम्
महापुरुषमीश्वरम्
प्रगृहेन्द्रिया दुष्टाश्वान्
प्रगृहेन्द्रियदुष्टाश्वान्
मनसा बुद्धिसारथि
मनसा बुद्धिसारथिः
मनश्चैकाग्रया बुद्ध्या
मनश्चैकाग्रया बुद्ध्या भगवती अखिलात्मनि
वासुदेवे समादाय
वासुदेवे समाधाय
चचाराः पयोव्रतम्.
चचारः पयोव्रतम्. With full undiverted attention, Aditi thought of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and in this way brought under full control her mind and senses, which resembled forceful horses. She concentrated her mind upon the Supreme Lord, Vasudeva. Thus she performed the ritualistic ceremony known as Payovrata.
See one thing, she herself by nature very much devoted, very much surrendered. And now there is a dire necessity also, a great need. Because if Bali Maharaj completes the 100th yajna, he will continue as Indra for the entire Manvantara. So it is like very emergency. So definitely she will perform with utmost seriousness. Similarly, she did the same thing. Thinking of the Lord with concentrated intelligence, controlling the senses, which are like horses, with the reins of the mind, along with the intelligence of the driver, she performed the Payovrata, offering the mind to Lord Vasudeva, the soul of all beings, with fixed intelligence. Even though the senses, which are like the horses, the mind like the reins, intelligence like the chariot, the senses can go here and there, but she completely kept the senses, mind, intelligence under control and performed this vrata, offering everything to Supreme Lord. She controlled the senses like horses by the reins of her mind. Mano Rashmir Buddhi Sutaha. The mind is the reins and the intelligence is the driver. Vasudeva. Mayarpita Manobuddhir, Mame Vaishasi Asamshayam. Like Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita. So offering her mind, intelligence, and all the senses, controlling the senses under control, she performed this vrata very strictly, very diligently.
Hare
Because
Krishna, Prabhuji.
yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, like this 100 Ashwamedh Yajna thing, now that anybody performs 100 Ashwamedh Yajna, so even if the existing Indra is in his place, still that place will be given to the other person, because at every Manvantara we studied in the earlier chapters that this person will be Indra for this Manvantara and like that. So transgressing that, whoever will do 100 yajna will become the Indra. Is it like that? It means that is the rule or universal management.
So at least he is qualified to be there. But already one person is there, second person is also qualified to be there. So if there is a fight between them, whoever wins will continue. But at the same time, if some authorities have appointed a person to be Indra for the entire duration, if the first person is devoted to the authority will do the needful to reinstate him. But if the first person is not following the authority, second person is following the authority, then the authority may support the second person also. So it depends. So basically,
Okay.
performing 100 yajnas will bring one to the necessary qualification. Plus, authority sanction also we need to understand.
Because
Like,
in truth, yeah, sorry.
like 1 second, like Indra performed already 100, but from power, physical power point of view, Indra Bali is or superseding Indra. So forcefully sitting on the throne of Indra. If he performs 100 yajnas, he becomes all the more qualified to be there. But the first person or somebody connect to first person to the shelter of authority, that is Lord Vishnu. So authority will do the needful. So among these two who are qualified to be there Indra, whom you want to be, whom you want to continue as Indra, that authority will decide. So like that we have to understand.
Okay, so finally the authority will decide, because in Prithu Maharaj case also we saw na Prabhuji that repeatedly Indra was trying to stop the or create some disturbance in the yajna of Prithu Maharaj. And then Lord intervened and Lord told Prithu Maharaj that there is no need for you to perform, so you stop now. It was that there also I think it was 100th yajna only, no Prabhuji.
Yes, 100th only. Yes.
Yeah. So ultimately, the authority will decide. Means there, the Lord felt that for Prithu Maharaj, it is not needed at the moment to become Indra or something like that. So let it be, and let the existing Indra continue like that. But here, Lord wants the existing Indra to come back again. That is why He will support that, like that.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
But performing 100 makes one qualified to become Indra, but the person also should desire to become Indra. That is also should be there. Here Bali want to continue as Indra, that's why he is very much interested in that. But in the case of Prutu, Prutu never wanted to become Indra. Prutu was doing 100 because he promised Mother Earth. Mother Earth accused, your father did not perform Yajna, that's why he stopped the grains. He said, don't worry, you not want to, I will perform 100 for you. That's why he was very much, because he gave a promise to Earth, so he want to complete 100. So, but when Lord Brahma said, at the final authority said, no need to perform 100, so then he is okay. So in that way.
Okay. So means even if the intention is not there and someone performs, one gets eligibility to become Indra. One may not become Indra, but
May not become
eligibility
Indra.
will be there like that.
So like that, many other people performed 100 yajnas. Like Lord Rishabhadeva also performed 100. Kartavir Arjuna also performed 100. Bharata Maharaj, second Bharata Maharaj, not the first one. The Mahabharat Bharata Maharaj also performed 100 yajnas. So many people later on performed 100 because they never had interest, intention to become Indra. So Indra never caused disturbance to them. So like that.
Prabhuji, first one, what you said, some deva, some name who perform 100 yajna. Kartaviriya Arjuna, this
Kartavir Arjuna, Bharata Maharaja, the Mahabharat Bharat Maharaj,
yeah,
and Prithu Maharaj did 100, and then who else? No,
some deva,
Rishabhdev, Lord
Rishabh. Okay,
Rishabhdev.
okay,
He also performed 100.
okay.
There may be many more. I quickly remembered these people. So
Prabhuji, sorry, but Mahabharat, Bharata means who exactly, Prabhuji? And Bharat Maharaj, what we say is what we studied that he, dear
see,
pastime, that Bharat and
the Bharata Maharaj whom we studied is first Swayambhu Manvantara person.
okay.
Mahabharat Maharaj is the son of Shakuntala and Dushyanta.
Oh, okay.
Shakuntala story you might have heard.
Yeah, yeah.
So their son is Bharat Maharaj.
And from his name, the this country's name as Bharat, na?
No.
No, that previous
Bhagavatam,
Bharat.
Bhagavatam
No,
Bharata.
no, it
Bhagavatam
is
Bharata, Bharatavarasha came.
Okay. Oh, okay, thank you for
तस्याः प्रादुरभूतात
तस्या प्रादुर्भूतात्
भगवान् आदिपुरुषः
भगवानादिपुरुषा
पीतवासाश्चतुर्बाहो
पीतवासाश्चतुर्बाहु
अदरः
Shankachakra Gadadhara. My dear king, the original supreme personality of Godhead, dressed in yellow garments and bearing a conch shell, disc, club, and lotus in his four hands, then appeared before Aditi.
My dear king, the Supreme Lord, the original person, dressed in yellow garments and bearing a conch, disc, club, lotus in his four hands, then appeared before Aditi. So, since she performed very strictly, very dedicatedly, Lord was so pleased. He appeared in front of her on the 13th day of the Vrata. When the Vrata is concluded, then Lord appeared. Tam netra gocharam viksha
Tam netra gocharam viksha
sahasottaya sadaram
sahasothaya sadaram
nanama bhuvikayena
nanama bhuvikayena
dandavat priti vivala.
dandavat priti vivala. When the Supreme Personality of Godhead became visible to Aditi's eyes, Aditi was so overwhelmed by transcendental bliss that she at once stood up and then fell to the ground like a rod to offer the Lord her respectful obeisances.
Seeing the Supreme Lord, Aditi, overwhelmed by bliss, stood up and then fell to the ground like a rod to offer the Lord her respectful obeisances. Then immediately, Mother Aditi offered obeisances to Supreme Lord. So just she saw the Lord. For a moment, she was like completely astonished, and immediately she remembered that I need to offer obeisances. Then she began to offer obeisances. Then she will also offer wonderful prayers. So let us see what kind of prayers she will offer. Sotaya Baddha Anjaliriditam Sita.
Sothaya Bhadra. Go ahead, Mataji.
Continue.
Sothaya Bhadrajanal Iditam Stita.
No seha Ananda Jala Kulekshana.
Nostasnena Ananda Jala Kulekshana.
Bhabuva Tushnim Pulaka Kulakruti.
Tushnena Pulaka Kulat
तद्दर्शनात्युस्तव गात्रवेपतु
Tattarshanatatyutsava Gatravepathu. Translation. Aditi stood silently with folded hands, unable to offer prayers to the Lord. Because of transcendental bliss, tears filled her eyes, and the hairs on her body stood on end. Because she could see the Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face, she felt ecstasy and her body trembled.
Aditi stood silently with folded hands, unable to offer praise to the Lord. Tears filled her eyes. The hairs on her body stood on end, and her body trembled. She wanted to offer prayers, but she is not able to because she is exhibiting the symptoms of bhava just by looking at the Lord. Pritya Shanairgad Gadaya Gira Harim.
Pritya Shanairgadgadaya Girahariം.
Tuštavasadevaditi kurudvaha.
तुष्टावसादेव्यदिति कुरुद्वः
उद्वीक्षति सा पिबतीव चक्षुषा
उद्वीक्षति सा पिबतीव चक्षुषा
रमापतिं यज्ञपतिं जगत्पतिम्
रमापतिं यज्ञपतिं जगत्पतिम्. O Maharaj Parikshit, the demigoddess Aditi then began offering her prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead in a faltering voice and with great love. She appeared as though drinking through her eyes the Supreme Lord, who is the husband of the goddess of fortune, the enjoyer of all sacrificial ceremonies, and the master and lord of the entire universe.
So Sukadeva Goswami is saying that slowly she came back to normal situation and then she offered prayers unto Lord Vishnu. O King Parikshit, Aditi then began offering her prayers to Supreme Lord in a faltering voice with great love. She appeared as though drinking through her eyes the Supreme Lord, who is the husband of the goddess of fortune, the enjoyer of all sacrificial ceremonies, and the master of the entire universe. She looked so intently at the Lord that it seemed she was drinking him with her eyes. She saw the Lord as the husband of Mother Lakshmi. The Lord could give all wealth to her sons. So the word Lakshmipati is used, Ramapatim. So Rama is goddess of fortune. So she is looking the Lord as Ramapati, so that Rama Devi will show, she will bestow her blessings on her sons. So she was the Lord as the master of sacrifice who had appeared because of her vows, which was the essence of all sacrifice. She saw him as the master of the world. By his appearance, he would deliver the entire world by making Indra as the Indra. So in that way. Sri, now Aditi is offering her. Sri Aditi Ruvacha
Sri Aditi Ruvacha
Yagnesha Yajna Purusha Chutatirtha Pada
Yajnesha Yajna Purusha Chutatirtha Pada
तीर्थश्रवा श्रवणमङ्गलनामधेया
तीर्थश्रवा श्रवणमङ्गलनामधेया
आपन्नलोकवृजिनोपशमोदयाय
आपन्नलोकवृजिनोपशमोदयाद्य
शम्नाकृदेश भगवन्नसि दीननाथः
शम्नाकृधीश भगवन् असि दीननाथा. The goddess Aditi said, O master and enjoyer of all sacrificial ceremony, O infallible and most famous person, whose name, when chanted, spreads all good fortune, O original supreme personality of Godhead, supreme controller, shelter of all holy places. You are the shelter of all poor, suffering living entities, and you have appeared to diminish their suffering. Please be kind to us and spread our good fortune.
So Aditi said, O master of sacrifice, personification of sacrifice, O infallible, O place of pilgrimage, O complete fame, O Lord, whose name is auspicious to hear, Lord, O Lord, who appears to relieve the people of suffering, O virginal Lord, you are the shelter of the wretched. Please bestow good fortune to us. So the different attributes of the Lord are mentioned. Yajnesha, Yajnapurusha, Achyuta, Tirthapada, Tirthashrava, Shravanamangala Namadeya, Apanna Loka Vrijnopa Shamodayaya, Shamna Krudisha, Bhagavan, Dhinanatha. Like that, there are different attributes of the Supreme Lord. Because now she needs Lord's mercy. So, keeping her current situation, the need of the hour, she is using all the attributes of the Lord, where Lord is always eager to assist his surrendered souls. That way. O Master of Sacrifice, you have given the results of sacrifice by my performance of this vow. O personification of sacrifice, you are worshipped since my birth. You are worshipped since my birth. But now the demons have stopped it. Even previous chapter also she said that we have been bereft of our position. For Devatas, their service of maintaining the universe is their worship of the Lord. So my children have been worshipping you since their birth because they have been appointed as the Indra and all Indra and other Devatas. Now their worship has stopped. Their seva is stopped and their worship is stopped. O infallible Lord, please destroy the fall of your devotee Indra. So now Indra is not able to perform his bhakti. So please destroy that inability to worship you. Remove that so that he will come back and he will worship you by serving as Indra. So in that way. O source of holy places, your lotus feet will produce the holy Ganga. O most famous one, you will be famous for cheating Bali. So these are all will happen in the future, but she is only telling that your holy place, your lotus feet are the holy place personified. And you are most famous. Hereafter, you will be glorified as the producer of Ganga. So you will have the names such as Trivikrama and Upadeva, Upendra. Blissful to hear. Shravanamangala Namadeya. Your names are pleasing to the ears. You are the avatara who will relieve the suffering of people like me. Apanna Loka Vrijnopa Shamodayaya. So in that way. The names with great meaning spontaneously flowed from Aditi's mouth. Aditi glorified the Lord in these attributes quickly, instantly. So, in that way. So, basically, so with what intention we worship the Lord, with the same mentality we offer prayers. So, that is reflecting here in the case of Vishwaya Vishwabhavana Siti Samyamaya
विश्वाय विश्वभवनस्थिति संगमाय
Swairam Grihita Purusha Gunaya Bhumne
Svaira Gruhita Purushakti Gunaya Mane.
स्वस्ताय शश्वदुपबृंहितपूर्णबोधा
Swastaya Shashwat Upabrimita Purna Bodha.
व्यापादितात्मतमसे हरये नमस्ते।
Vyapadhitatmata Ase Hare Namaste. Hi Lord, you are the all-pervading universal form, the fully independent creator, maintainer, and destroyer of the universe. Although you engage your energy in matter, you are always situated in your original form and you never fall from that position. For your knowledge is infallible and always suitable to any situation. You are never bewildered by illusion. O my Lord, let me offer my respectful obeisances unto you.
I offer respects to you, who are the universe and its creation, maintenance, and destruction, who accept the material gunas. I offer respects to you, the great one situated in your devotees. You are eternally filled with complete knowledge and devoid of ignorance. So basically, taking care of people like me is not at all a big thing for you because you are the creator, maintainer, and destroyer of the entire universe, not one universe, millions of such universes. And though you are situated as Paramatma in the heart of everyone, but you are situated as Bhagavan in the heart of your devotees. And you are completely aware of your devotee situation. And you can actually award what we need so very easily. So in that way, she is indicating to the Lord, I am at least a kind of a small devotee, and you are there in my heart. You know what I want. So please do the needful. Something like that. Having understood your powers, I surrender to you. Swastaya means unto you who are situated in your devotees. You are eternally devoid of ignorance in yourself because of possessing full knowledge eternally. You know about everything about everyone, but specifically you are eager to fulfill the desires of your devotees because you know them very well. So, because your devotees surrender unto you and they are humbly begging from you, definitely you will fulfill their desires. Just like parents know what is to be offered to the children, but especially when the children, parents ask, I need this, I need that. The parents are definitely will do the needful. So that way we can understand. And then the next prayer offered by our Aditi. Ayu param vapurabhishtamatulya lakshmi.
Ayurparam vipur abhishtamatulya lakshmir.
ध्यो भूरसा सकल योग गुणास्त्रिवर्गा
Rasa sakla yoga gunatriya varga.
ज्ञानं च केवलमनन्त भवन्ति तुष्टात्
ज्ञानं च केवलम् अनन्त भवन्ति तुष्ट
त्वत्तो नृणां जयादिराशि
तत्त्वो निरं किं वो सप्तान् जयार्ति आशी. Translation. O unlimited one, if your lordship is satisfied, one can very easily obtain a lifetime as long as that of Lord Brahma, a body either in the upper, lower, or middle planetary systems. Unlimited material opulences, religion, economic development, and satisfaction of the senses, full transcendental knowledge, and the 8 yogic perfections. What to speak of such petty achievements of conquering one's rival?
Now she is saying, O unlimited Lord, O Ananta, long life, desirable body, unequaled wealth, upper, middle, and lower planets, controllership over upper, middle, and lower planets, all powers of yoga, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, spiritual knowledge. What to speak of conquering enemies and other benedictions are produced from satisfying you. Other than moksha, though I said the moksha word is not there, but the people may have different variety of desires. All such desires can be very easily fulfilled when you are pleased. So here the desires like some people want long life, some people want strong body, strong and beautiful body. Some people want wealth. Some people want controllership over different planetary systems. Some people want mystics in this. Some people want the accomplishment of dharma, artha, kama. Some people want spiritual knowledge, jignasu, and jnani. And then what to speak of conquering enemies and other benedictions. So for her, conquering enemies and obtaining the controlship over the different planetary systems is required for devatas. So that is what she is. If you are satisfied, everything can be obtained. What to speak of this? You will certainly fulfill my desires. This is expressed through Kaumutika Nyaya. Another version as Jo Bhu Rasa, not as compound but as a separate item. Yoga Guna means the mystic power such as Anima, Lagima, Mahima, Prapti, Kamavastha, etc. etc. In this way, he said, those who please you, they will get all fulfillment of all the desires, and our desire is very small. So you can very nicely do it without any issue. Like that, she is indicating. Now, Lord will respond. Sri Shuka Uvacha
श्रीशुक उवाच
Adityaivam Suto Rajan
आदित्यैवं स्तुतो राजन्
Bhagavan Pushkarekshanaha
भगवान् पुष्करे क्षणाय
Kshetrajna Sarvabhutanam
क्षेत्रज्ञा सर्वभूतानां
Iti Hovacha Bharata.
इति होवाच भारत. Shukadeva Goswami said, O King Parikshit, best of the Bharata dynasty, when the lotus-eyed Lord, the supersoul of all living entities, was thus worshipped by Aditi, he replied as follows.
So Sukadeva Goswami is saying that being thus praised by Aditi, being pleased with her worship, because the Lord is Paramatma, Lord already knew, but still she also expressed her desire. Then Lord replied, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha
Shri
Shri
Bhagwan
Bhagwan
Uvacha.
Uach.
Yes, Mataji, you can continue.
Shri
Deva
Bhagwan
Matar Bhavatya Me
Deva Matar Bhavatya Me
Vijnatam Chirakangshitam
Vijnatam Chirakangshitam
Yes Sapatnairhita Srinam
Yat Sapatnairita Shrinam
Chavitanam Swadhamata.
Chavitanam Swadhamataha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O Mother of the demigods, I have already understood your long cherished desires for the welfare of your sons, who have been deprived of all opulences and driven from their residence by their enemies.
The Lord Vishnu is speaking now. O Mother of the Devatas, Devamata, I have understood your long cherished desire for benefiting the Devatas, who have lost their wealth and have been driven from their residence by their enemies. So, when Kashyapa came, when Aditi informed the situation of her children, and Kashyapa informed, she cannot do this vrata immediately. She had to wait for the Palguna month to come. And her sons have been deprived of their homes and positions long back. After that, Bali already completed 99 Ashwamedha Yajnas. So, in order to complete 99, so much time might have been passed. And since then, she have been anticipating how my sons will be reinstated, etc. That's why this is a long cherished desire of Aditi. शुरू से लेकर अभी तक she is worried about it. So it is long desire. The Lord describes her bhakti mixed with material desires. I know about your long-headed, long-held desire for the devatas who have been expelled from their homes. Tan vinirjitya samara
तान् विनिर्जित्य समरे
durmadan asurarshabhan
दुर्मदान् असुरर्षभान्
pratilabda jaya sribhi
प्रतिलब्धा जयश्रीभिः
putrerichasi upasitum.
पुत्रैरिच्छसि उपासितुम्. O Devi, O Goddess, I can understand that you want to regain your sons and to be together with them to worship me. After defeating the enemies in battle and retrieving your abode and opulences.
You desire to be established along with your sons by the wealth reigned through victory after defeating the proud demons in battle. So you want your sons to be reinstated in their respective positions. That is your desire. This I know already. Your desire to be firmly situated with your sons in the kingdom, or you desire to worship me along with your sons, but not with complete dedication. So acharyas are saying that, I mean, you want to have the kingdom, or you want to worship me without kingdom, without anything else after accepting sannyas and all, something like that. So, but indirectly, the Lord is kind of jokingly asking, so why you want kingdom position, all these things? You could worship me, na? You and your sons dedicate to me and worship me like this exclusive bhakti. You can do. So something like that. Indra Jeshtai Swatanayer
Indrajeshte Savatanare
Atanam Yudhividvisham
Tata Nam Yudhi Vidvisam
Tryorudantir Asadya
Stryorudantir Asyadhya
Drashtum Ichasi Dukkita.
Drishtum Ichhasi Dukkahita. You want to see the wives of the demons lamenting for the death of their husbands when those demons, the enemies of your sons, are killed in battle of the demigods, of whom Indra is the chief.
Having attained the kingdom, you want to see the aggrieved wives of the demons lamenting for their husbands who will be killed in battle by your sons, of whom Indra is the chief. So obviously, if you want position, your son should be fighting with asuras and your son should be defeating them. Then will they keep quiet? They will also fight back. When the fight will end, one of the two will be died. So do you want to see them? You just want the kingdom back, or you also want to see them dead? Otherwise, if they are alive, they will keep coming for by fight. So which one you want? What is your specific desire? So in that way, asadhya means having attained your kingdom. So in that way. Atmajan susamruddhim stam
Atmajan susambuddhastvam
tvam pratyahruta yashashriya
samprattapritayashriya
nakaprushtam adhishtaya
nakapishtam adhishtaya
क्रीडतो द्रष्टुमिच्छसि.
kridato drushtamitsasi. You want your sons to regain their lost reputation and opulence and live again on their heavenly planet as usual.
You want to see your sons flourished and enjoying, having regained their reputation and wealth after being situated in Swarga. You want to see that your son should be situated in Swarga in the midst of opulence and enjoying the opulences. If that is also your desire, so like that. Prayodunate surayutanata
प्रायोऽधुना Continue, Mataji.
No, you continue.
प्रायोधुना ते सुरयूथनाथा
अपारणीया इति देवि मे मतिः
अपारणीया इति देवि मे मति
यत्तेऽनुकूलेश्वर विप्रगुप्ता
यत्तेऽनुकूलेश्वर विप्रगुप्ता
न विक्रमस्तत्र सुखं ददाति.
न विक्रमस्तत्र सुखं ददाति. O mother of the demigods, in my opinion, almost all the chiefs of the demons are now unconquerable, for they are being protected by Brahmanas, whom the Supreme Lord always favors. Thus, the use of power against them now will not at all be the source of happiness.
Oh Devi, in my opinion, almost all the chiefs of the demons are now unconquerable, for they are being protected by capable, favorable Brahmanas. Thus, the use of power against them will not at all be a source of happiness at this time. So, Lord was asking that you want the Asuras should be defeated or they should be killed also altogether. You want your son to be situated on the throne in the midst of opulences and enjoying them. But Lord says, but there is a problem. Because the Asuras became unconquerable not by their physical strength, but by the Brahmanical strength of their gurus. So by any means, we cannot conquer them because Brahmanical power is much stronger than the Kshatriya power. We cannot conquer them as of now. Anukuleshwara Vipra Gupta means protected by the capable, favorable Brahmanas. So they are unconquerable. By any kind of physical strength, we cannot conquer them because they are protected by Brahmanas. But still, I have a solution. The solution is Atapi Upayo Mama Devi Chintya
तथापि उपायो मम देवि चिन्त्या
Santoshitasya Vrtacharya te
सन्तोषितस्य व्रतचर्यया ते
Mamarchanam Narhati Gantumanyata
ममार्चनं नार्हति गन्तुम् अन्यथा
Shraddhanurupam Falayetu Katvat.
श्रद्धानुरूपं फलहेतुकृत्वात्. Yet, because I have been satisfied by the activities of your vow, O goddess Aditi, I must find some means to favor you, for worship of me never goes in vain, but certainly gives the desired result according to what one deserves.
Since I am pleased by your vow, I am thinking of some means. Worship of me according to one's faith should never go in vain because it should give a result. So, the previous verse said that because they are protected by Brahmanical power, they are unconquerable. Then Aditi might say that, "Hey, what is this? I perform this so that our desire will be fulfilled." Lord says, yes, yes. By physical strength, by fighting with the Deva Asuras, Devatas will never become victorious. So we need to find out some alternate means. But don't worry, my darshan will never go in vain. When somebody worships me, all their desires are fulfilled. Don't worry. I'll find out a different means to do the needful. Fighting is not the means right now.
Hare
So
Krishna
yeah,
Prabhuji.
yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, this is little difficult to understand, Prabhuji. Lord is said as Go Brahmana Hitaya Chana, means he is always favoring Brahmanas. So that means why some Lord will favor Brahmanas because they are his means they are worshipping him like that now Prabhuji. But here we are seeing that these Brahmanas are supporting the demons. So still they are worshipable or still they are upheld by the Lord Prabhuji.
No, no, you should not see like that. You should see like this also. The Brahmanas are supporting the surrendered.
So
I mean, in one sense, see, Externally, we may say, hey, they are asuras, they should not be supported. But even though they are asuras, they have surrendered completely. The Brahmanas are pleased by their surrender. And then they are ready to do whatever they want. Of course, there is an element of asuric nature in the asuras, so that's why one should not support. One may say like that. But say it's like when somebody performs tapasya, one should get the result. You cannot say no. Hiranyakashipu performed tapasya, Brahma had to give the blessing. He cannot say no to it. Same way, when somebody surrenders, the master should bestow the benediction. He cannot say no. Because you are asura, I cannot bless you. Not like that. So, and the Lord is the protector of the Brahmana. Protector Brahmana means whatever Brahmanas does, Lord also protects that. If Brahmanas are supporting him, Lord Brahmanas are blessing him, Lord does not reverse it just like that. So since he is Guru Brahmanitaja, he is respecting Brahmanical blessings. So in that way we have to see.
So in a way means Lord is also agreeing to Brahmanas giving all the protection to the demons. No, like
Yes. Yes. Brahmanas are able to give, not because they are asuras. Brahmanas are giving them because they have surrendered. In spite of being asuras, they surrendered completely. That is a great quality. So in that way, they bestowed blessings upon them.
okay. So
Because
in a way
asuras by
means
nature,
yeah.
they don't want to surrender to anybody. They want to be the master. In spite of that, they surrender means they have kind of, in one sense, they are going against their asuric mentality.
Okay. So
Mm.
actually, in that way, in that sense, if we see Prabhuji, Asuras have surrendered to Lord, but indirectly, now because Brahmanas are Tadi of Krishna, and
Ah,
they have surrendered to them, and they are taking care of them and respecting them so much. So it's a indirect kind of a worship of the Lord. Na? So that is why Lord, as a Vaman Avtara, he will protect the interests of both the demons as well as demigods, like that.
yes. When somebody does follow the rules and regulations are ordained, so Lord being the maintainer need to provide the results. He cannot say no to it.
Okay,
So in that.
okay, Prabhu. Thank you.
त्वयार्चितश्चाहमपत्य गुप्तये
तव आर्चिता च हमप्यत्त गुप्तये
पयोव्रतेनानुगुणं समीरिता
पयोवृत्तीनानुगमनं समीधिता
स्वांशेन पुत्रत्वमुपेत्य ते सुतान्
न पुत्रा त्वम् उपयेते सूतना
गोप्तास्मि मारीच तपस्य
गोप्तास्मि मारीच तपस्य अधिष्ठितः. Translation: You have prayed to me and properly worshipped me by performing the great Payovrata ceremony for the sake of protecting your sons. Because of Kashyap Muni's austerities, I shall agree to become your son and thus protect your other sons.
So here Lord is saying that you have praised and worshipped me properly by performing the Payovrata for the sake of protecting your sons. So how can I say no to it? Even though the right now the war is not the choice, but I cannot go away without fulfilling your desire because you worshipped me by Payovrata, which is the best of all vratas. Situated in Kashyapa Muni's austerities, becoming your son by my portion, I shall protect your other sons. Because of the Supreme Lord, as Go Brahman Aitayacha, Now I cannot go against the blessings of the Brahmanas, because as the Lord, I will be Samoham Sarvabhuteshu Name Dveshosi Na Priyaha. But after becoming your son, then I can do anything for my elder brothers. That will not be questioned. Then I will be known as your son only. That time I will not be known as Bhagavan. So I can do for my sons. I can do for anything for my brother's sake. I will do the needful by becoming your son. That is the means I am looking for. Like that Lord is saying. Directly, if I go and assist Indra and other devatas to fight with Asuras, the Asuras cannot be defeated because they are protected by Brahmanas' blessings. So, but I will become your son, and then I'll protect my elder brothers. Situated in the austerity of Kashyapa, I'll become your son. So, like that, Lord has given a solution for the problem. Because when he becomes the son of Aditi and Kashyapa, he'll be known as a Brahmana. He'll do the needful. So, in that way. How he will do that? Will he fight with the Brahmanas as a Brahmana? Let us see what he will do with the other by becoming Brahmanas. Upadava patimbadre
Upadhavapatim badre
prajapatim kalmasham
prajapatim akalmasham
mam cha bhavayati patyao
mam cha bhavayati patyav
evam rupam avastitam.
evam rupam avastitam. Always thinking of me as being situated within the body of your husband, Kashyap. Go worship your husband, who has been purified by his austerity.
O gracious woman, while always thinking of me dwelling within your husband, worship your husband who has been purified by his austerities. Your husband also performed long tapasya meditating upon me. You have also performed Payovrata meditating upon me. Both of you are wonderful breeding ground for my appearance. So now worship your husband. So in that way, Lord is saying, so that I can appear your son. Taking the shelter of austerity of your husband, I will enter your room and then eventually I will take birth. So in that way. Naitat parasma akeyam
नैतत्परस्मा आख्येयम्
पृष्ठयापि कथाञ्चन
पृष्टयापि कथञ्चन
सर्वं समपद्यते देवी
सर्वं सम्पद्यते देवी
देवगुह्यं सुसंवृतम्.
देवगुह्यं सुसंवृतम्. O lady, even if someone inquires, you should not disclose this fact to anyone. That which is very confidential is successful if kept secret.
Oh lady, even if someone inquires, you should not disclose this fact to anyone. Secret things known only to the devatas become successful. Don't reveal to anybody that I am going to become your son. Let the people think that okay, some son is born, some Brahmana boy will be born. Let them know that only. No one should know, because if it is open, it will become not good. Let it be secret. So by becoming your son as a Brahmana boy, I'll do the needful. I'll do something with the other Brahmanas. They will become displeased with Bali, and then Bali will be easily defeated. So that is my plan. So I will become your son. This is my word to you, and don't tell to many people. So only your husband might know, and others should not know immediately. That is not good. So in that way, keeping it secret becomes successful. So these are the words spoken by Lord Vishnu unto Aditi. And then eventually he will enter into the heart of Kashyapa and through him enter into the womb of Aditi. That will be mentioned in the next verses. Sri Shuka Uvacha
Shri Shuka Uvacha
Etavadukta Bhagavams.
Etavat Uktva Bhagavams
Okay, sorry. Etavadukta Bhagavam. Okay. Etavadukta Bhagavams
Etavat Uktva Bhagavams
Tatraivantardiya Diyata
Tatraivantar Dhiyata
Aditir Durlabam Labdva
Aditir Durlabham Labdhva
Harer Janmatmani Prabho
Harer Janmatmani Prabho
Upadavat Patim Bhaktya
Upadhavat Patim Bhaktya
Paraya Kritakrityavat.
Paraya Krita Krityavat. Shukadev Goswami said, after speaking in this way, the Supreme Personality of Godhead disappeared from that very spot. Aditi, having received the extremely valuable benediction that the Lord would appear as her son, considered herself very successful, and with great devotion she approached her husband.
Sukadeva Goswami says, after speaking in this way, the Lord disappeared. Aditi. After speaking this way, the Lord disappeared. Aditi, having received the rare benediction that the Lord would appear within her womb, considered herself successful, and with great devotion she approached her husband. So she thought that Lord agreed to become my son. That means my desire will be fulfilled and my sons will be reinstated in their position. So no need to worry. Savai Samadhi Yogena
Savai Samadhi Yogena
Kashyapastad Abudhyata
Kashyapastad Abudhyata
Pravishtamatmani Harer Amsham Pravishtam Atmani Harer
Pravishtam Atmani Hare
Amsham Hi Avitate Kshana.
Amsham Hi Avitate Kshana. Being situated in a meditational trance, Kashyapa Muni, whose vision is never mistaken, could see that a plenary portion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead had entered within him.
Then Kashyapa, even though Aditi did not tell, Kashyapa understood the Lord already entered into my heart. So, whose knowledge is not futile. So, Adityam Viryamadatta
So Dityam Viryamadatta
Tapasa Chirasamrutam
Tapasa Chira Samrutam
Samahita Manarajan
Samahita Manarajan
Darunyagnim Yatanilaha.
Darunyam Agniyathanila. O king, as the wind promotes friction between two pieces of wood and thus gives rise to fire, Kashyap Muni, whose transcendental position was fully absorbed in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, transferred his potency into the womb of Aditi.
So, the Lord who entered into the heart of Kashyapa, who was meditating upon the Supreme Lord for so long, he was performing tapasya for so long. And that Lord was transferred from the heart of Kashyapa to the heart of Aditi and then to the womb of Aditi. In that way, the Lord took shelter of the womb of Aditi. Viriam here means the energy of the Lord's form. Kashyapa was concentrating on the Lord for so long. Just as wind reveals fire situated invisibly in the wood in a visible form by creating friction between two trees. In the forest, if there is a huge wind, the two trees rub together and the fire which is inside the two tree branches will become outside, burning the tree branches. Similarly, Kashyapa fixed the form of the Lord which was within his mind in Aditi's womb by the contact of their bodies. Just as a fire is not a portion of wood or wind, So the body of the Lord is not a portion of Kashyapa or Aditi. This explanation negates the idea that the Lord's body is made up of semen and blood. No. Lord's appearance, though it appears to be like normal human appearance, but is not like that. It is completely transcendental. That is the understanding. So now,
Hare
Titi,
Krishna, Prabhuji.
one second, once. Yes,
Okay.
Mataji. Yes, yes.
Prabhuji, here it is to be considered that Lord Vamana is the Amsha of the Lord, Prabhuji.
Same. Yeah, we can say like that. Lord Vamana is an Amsha of whichever Lord who appeared, one of his Amsha will be appearing as Vamana. Like that, we can say. The Lord Vishnu appeared. So Lord Vishnu Samsha. Lord Vishnu, whom we can say the Lord Vishnu who appeared is Shurdaksha Vishnu. So one Amsha of Shurdaksha Vishnu is Lord Vamana, who is the Manvantara Avatara for the seventh Manvantara. So like that we can take. No problem.
Okay. Okay. And Prabhuji, here the Aditi will be considered as a Artha or Artharthi, Prabhuji. Type of like four types we say now. So
We can take Artha only, not Artharthi.
because she was also desiring for the kingdom, but because it was lost, there was a lot of grief also. So that is why I'm confused whether it is
Ah,
Artha.
yes, yes. Of
So
course, it is a combination of both. So basically, any mother want to see her sons to be faring well.
yeah.
It could be because of wealth, because of position, whatever. So more than wealth, she was worried about their position. Because their position is not just a material position. That
Yeah.
service is their bhakti unto Supreme Lord. Being in that position is their bhakti. They are bereft of their bhakti.
Yeah.
So for us, we may say, bhakti kar sakte na, kya problem? Chanting karo. So but for Aditi's children, their bhakti is their seva.
Okay.
So they are bereft of their seva. That's why she is worried. So they should be reinstated in their service. Their service has been taken away now by Asuras. That's what she is feeling sorry.
So at that means from that perspective, if we see then Prabhuji, it will not be Artha, it will not be Artharthi, then it will be pure devotional prayer, you know, like because
Yes. This artha means distressed. See, artha is
yeah,
you have been taken away from your position. You have been you,
service.
your seva has been taken away from you. That's why you are distressed. So in that way,
Okay.
hmm.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. So we
She is
will
not
take
after, she is not so much after wealth. She is not so much after enjoyment and all. She is after seva. Because their position is their seva for devatas.
okay. So means
Hmm.
it is a pure devotional prayer like that we should take that. It is for the
Yes, yes,
means for
yes, yes.
protecting the service of her sons. Basically, the
Hmm.
prayer is for protecting her service of her sons. Not that
Yes,
way.
yes, yes.
Okay. And I think maybe means because of that, Lord is so pleased that she had never intended that she never wanted Lord to be her son. But because of her performing this Payovrata, Lord has not even agreed to give, means try to give back the kingdom of her sons, but also like he has become her son also. So
Mhm.
that's a great thing. Means without asking, Lord has showering so much mercy.
That itself testifies that her desire is not just a material
Yeah.
desire,
Yes,
it
yes.
is spiritual desire only.
Yeah.
Apparently, it appears to be material desire, but it is not a material desire. So, like that, we can consider.
True, true. Yeah. Thank you.
Aditerdishtritam garbham
Aditi.
Aditerdishtitam. Mathematics, now you
No, no,
continue.
no. Please continue.
Aditerdishtitam garbham
bhagavantam sanatanam
bhagavantam sanatanam
hiranyagarbho vijnaya
hiranyagarbho vijnaya
sam samidhe guhyanamabhi.
samide guhyanamabhi. When the Lord Brahma understood that the Supreme Personality of Godhead was now within the womb of Aditi, he began to offer prayers to the Lord by reciting transcendental names.
So till now, only two people knew. Okay, one is Aditi, and second is Kashyapa knew that the Lord is going to take birth in their family. But by the way, Brahma also came to know about it. When Brahma understood that the eternal Supreme Lord was now within the womb of Aditi, he offered prayers to the Lord by reciting confidential names of the Supreme Lord. Immediately, Brahma came down and began to offer prayers onto the womb of Aditi. Garbhastuti, we can say. Srishtitam means situated. Brahma, in the disguise, sorry, Brahma, in the guise of reciting names in praise, actually performed bhakti in the form of Nama Sankirtana to the Lord, who is controlled by. So Brahma is also going to speak the different names of the Lord and is performing Nama Sankirtana in that way. Sri Brahmo Vacha
Shri
Shri
Brahmo
Brahmo
Vacha
Vacham
Jayorugaya Bhagavan
Jayorugaya Bhagavan
Kurukramana Mostute
Urukrama Namostute
Namo Brahmanya Devaya
Namo Brahmanya Devaya
Trigunaya Namo Namaha.
Trigunaya Namo Namaha. Lord Brahma said, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, all glories unto you, who are glorified by all and whose activities are all uncommon. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, O Lord of the Transcendentalists, controller of the three modes of nature. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you again and again.
Just like Aditi also offered prayers of saying the different attributes of the Lord, different names of the Lord. Same way, Brahma is also doing same thing. O Supreme Lord, all glories to you, most famous person, performer of remarkable feats, Urukrama, offer respects to you, controller of all three gunas, merciful to the Brahmanas, Brahmana Devaya, three gunaya. I offer respectful obeisances unto you again and again. Namo Namaha. So in that way. Namaste Prishni Garbhaya
Namaste Prishni Garbhaya
Veda Garbhaya Vedase
Veda Garbhaya Vedase
Trinabhaya Tripishtaya
Trinabhaya Pushtaya
Shipi Vishtaya Vishnave.
Shipi Vishtaya Vishnave. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, the all-pervading Lord Vishnu, who have entered the crores of hearts of all living entities. All the three worlds reside within your navel. Yet you are above the three worlds. Formerly you appeared as the son of Krishna. To you, the supreme creator, who are understood only through Vedic knowledge, I offer my respectful obeisances.
Brahma knew. Last time you promised to Krishna that I not only appear as your son for one time, but I appear three times. So first time as Krishna Garbha, second time Vamana, third time Vasudeva. So Lord Brahma is remembering that. I offer my respectable obeisances unto you, O Lord Vishnu, who appeared in the womb of Krishna, within whom reside the Vedas and the three worlds. I offer respect to you who are sacred knowledge, who are situated above the three worlds, and who have entered the Jivas as Antaryami. You are non different from the Shirodakshaya Vishnu, the Paramatma, and you are fulfilling your promise. No. The Lord has the three worlds in his navel, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. He is situated above the upper, middle, and lower planets, since he dwells in Vaikuntha. Three Prasthaya. So the Lord is going to appear as Vamana. He is going to stay in the Mahavaikuntha, which is located above Satyaloka, which we discussed last time also. So the fifth chapter में वैकुंठ के बारे में वर्णन आया था. So वहाँ पे we discussed. So Lord Vamana will appear and he is going to stay above Satyaloka, Mahavaikuntha, and Brahma is going to say that you are going to stay there. I will be fortunate to worship you and see you every day. You are just above my abode. So thank you. Like that is telling. Tripishtaya. Shipi means animal or jivas. The Lord has entered the jivas as Antaryami. The Lord appeared as Prishni, Aditi. The Lord appeared three times. First time from Prishni, second time from Aditi, third time from Devaki to fulfill his promise to Prishni. So in that way. So Brahma remembering what happened in the past and also is happy what is going to happen in the future. So in that way, is very intelligent. Tvamadiranto bhuvanasya madhyam
त्वमादिरन्तो भुवनस्य मध्य
ananta shaktim purusham yamahu
अनन्तशक्तिं पुरुषं यमाहुः
kalo akshipatish vishwam
कालो भवानाक्षिपतीश विश्वम्
श्रोतो यतान्ता पतितं गभीरम्
स्रोतो यथान्ता पतितं गभीरम्. O my Lord, you are the beginning, the manifestation, and the ultimate dissolution of the three worlds. And you are celebrated in the Vedas as the reservoir of unlimited potencies, the Supreme Person. O my Lord, as waves attract branches and leaves that have fallen into deep water, you are the supreme eternal factor, attract everything in this universe.
You, whom they call the Purusha of unlimited Shakti, are the beginning, the middle, and end of the universe. O Lord, in the form of time, you withdraw the universe, Pralaya, just as a deep flowing river carries away grass which falls within it. So you are the creator, you are the maintainer, you are the destroyer. You does all these things with the help of Kala. Just as the deep current of a river takes away objects such as grass which fell in it, so you, as time, takes away the entire universe at the time of Pralaya. So I think this is the last verse of the chapter. This is the last verse of the day, hopefully. Vam vai prajanam stirajangamanam
Tam ve prajanam sthirajangamanam
prajapatinamasi sambhavishnu
prajapatinamasi sambhavishnu
Divaokasam deva divaschutanam
devopakasam dev devashchutanam
Parayanam nauriva majjatopsu.
parayanam neriva vajjatopsu. My Lord, you are the original generator of all living entities, stationary or moving, and you are also the generator of the Prajapatis. O my Lord, as a boat is the only hope for a person drowning in the water, you are the only shelter for the demigods, who are now bereft of their heavenly position. Thus end the Bhakti Vedanta purpose of the 8th canto, 17th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled The Supreme Lord Agrees to Become Aditi's Son.
So Brahmaji is saying, O Lord, you as the creator are the only shelter for the devatas who are now bereft of Svarga. You are the shelter of all living entities, stationary or moving, and you are the shelter of the Prajapatis, just as a boat is the only hope for a person drowning in the water. Sambha Vishnu means the creator. As the creator, you are the ultimate shelter of all the living entities, especially the devatas. At this point of time, they are under great necessity of your help. So you are the ultimate shelter of all, especially about the needy. So please do the needful. So like that, Lord Brahma is also kind of requesting the Lord to do the needful for the well-being of the devatas. So in this way, both Mother Aditi and Lord Brahma requesting Lord Vishnu to do the needful so that the devatas can be reinstated in their position. So then we will see how Lord appears and what Lord does after appearing and all will be in the next chapter next week. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Just one small thing, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, here the Lord told Aditi that you should not convey this fact to anyone, that I am coming as your son. So usually we see now that whenever the Lord is going to appear, all the demigods offer the prayers, like at the time of Krishna's appearance also, all the demigods offered prayers, and here we are seeing the Brahma is offering prayers. So the other demigods who were dethroned and they were somewhere like that, so they are also knowing at this time, Prabhuji, that the Lord is appearing for them. Like,
See, simple logic. When Lord is appearing as among the human beings, none of the humans knew that he is the Lord. Lord only told Devaki and Vasudeva that I am Lord Vishnu. Otherwise, they were never aware of that. Same way, but Devatas are aware. Devatas are beings, they
that's
are
what.
aware, they came and offer prayers. Now, Lord is appearing among the Devatas. Devatas should not be told. They will come to know afterwards. But the superior among all the Devatas, Brahma and Shiva knows. Not all the Devatas. Like that we can understand. And later on, when he transforms into Trivikrama, then all the Devatas and everyone will understand that he is Lord Vishnu. Until then, he is like normal person. So like that we should understand.
Okay.
When he's among the human beings, Devatas know about his identity. When he's among the Devatas may not know. Super Devatas will know.
Oh,
Like Brahma and Shiva only knows. Others will not know.
okay. And Prabhuji, one more thing was that the Prishni and then Aditi and Devaki, like the same personality in different births, it is to be seen like that.
Yes. It was Devaki who appeared as Prishni and performed austerities. So Lord agreed to become her son 3 times. Same Devaki again appeared as Aditi and Devaki appeared as Devaki. Because Devaki is the eternal mother of the Lord in the spiritual world. So in that way.
Okay. Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Other devotees, do anybody has any question?
No, Prabhuji, thank you very much.
Okay. So thank you very much. We'll stop here. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Ah.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Dandavata.